Hey, what's up guys, it's Ronaldo here. So this video is going to focus on black first, land first attacking white dolls. Yeah, it really is that stupid. Now, for those of you that don't know, last week Black First Land First visited a ShopRite store. They decided to go and round up all the white dolls and pretty much shove them on the floor, pick them up and throw them to the ground because they were upset with these white dolls because they are white. So I know you probably think this is a joke, but then also there's that little part in the back of your mind that goes, this is black first, land first, so I can't really not expect this to be true. Well, if there's any doubt, have a look at this video.
Yeah.
We don't want no fucking white doll in the black community, and in this store in particular.
Alright, so I don't know who that comrade is, but apparently based on the outfit and probably the Mercedes-Benz that's parked outside, he is really offended by these white dolls being sold in a black area. So according to this idiot, because let's be real, that is exactly what he is, if you are a child, you have to play with a doll that is the same color as you. You dare not play with a white doll if you are a black child, and if you are a white child, then you dare not play with a black doll. That is the type of reasoning that we're dealing with here with Black First, Land First. I also just have to say that manager or security guard or whatever he is just leaning, looking at this idiot like he is an idiot, absolute legend. Well done, bud. Now, the one thing that I've noticed over the last couple of months is that people come into shops, they act like absolute hooligans. The EFF recently at the Vodacom shops is an example of this, and then they say call the police and the police will come and sort out the white dolls instead of actually sorting out Black First Land First that's causing a nuisance and damaging the shop's goods. I mean, it's the same with Vodacom. The EFF came in, completely ransacked the place and destroyed and actually assaulted people, but yet they never ever are held accountable. There's never any arrests. So we've got the EFF that do as they please, don't get arrested. We've got the people here, the Black First Land First crew that came out and did this, and there was also no arrests. So it seems that they've got this self-entitlement attitude, like where they say, call the police, bring them out, and they can remove these white dolls instead of arresting my ass for causing this nonsense.
Even if you call police, they must remove these filthy white dolls in this place. I will call for the closing of this shop right as well. We will call. In fact, we can petition the whole of Johannesburg to close this filthy dirty place.
With all due respect, actually, scrap that. I've got no respect for you. You and what army will be coming to close this shop? Black First, Land First, I think has about 100 supporters around the country. But yet, once again, that self-entitlement, you know, I stand for blackness and therefore every black person needs to agree with me. It's that type of mentality that's costing the ANC votes. It's that type of mentality that's costing the EFF votes. And it will definitely cost Black First, Land First votes when the election comes around.
Disrespecting black folks. They even pay black people $2,500.
So this is where it gets really confusing, as if throwing white dolls on the ground at some random shop isn't weird enough. Now you're trying to put the blame of minimum wage on these white dolls, as if those white dolls are responsible for people at ShopRite getting paid 2,500 Rand a month. Where's the logic?
Each time a black person is a cashier, they cash in a white doll to say other people are superior. And black people are inferior.
Yeah.
Because you are trained from a young age to Nyama is nothing. White people must dominate this place.
So there it is. It's finally shifted from white dolls to white people, because somehow a white doll at a ShopRite represents me as a white individual. I am somehow oppressing people from furthering themselves and improving their lives. And according to this guy, you know, a white doll is doing that. And I, as a white person, am represented by that doll. That's the type of logic that we're dealing with here. It's also important to note that after they didn't get the reaction they wanted because nobody was crowding around them and nobody was supporting them, all of a sudden they've got some place to be, and magically they're saying, so what are we going to do now?
And they don't even want to come, so what do we do? Do we take this dog outside and leave? Because we don't have time.
Yeah, I think we must also close down the shop now.
Clearly it didn't have the outcome that they wanted, and this idiot that's standing there, that's probably going to get into his Mercedes-Benz, yeah, the same one that was bitching about 2,500 rand a month, that actually wouldn't donate his salary that he's getting to those that he's complaining about, will eventually have to leave. And here's the really ironic and absolutely pathetic part. Once this idiot gets back into his Mercedes-Benz and tax, this has to be cleaned by people. Now, based from what I've seen in this video, this is more than likely going to be a black individual. And here we have Black First, Land First that's now causing this, and this stuff has to be actually cleaned up. So do you think that these individuals went afterwards and said, you know, let's actually help you clean this up because we created extra work for you? Of course not. They've already did what they wanted to do, which is grandstand. Then they're going to go get back in their Mercedes-Benzes and go off to the next place to grandstand. So to end off this video, once again, Black First, Land First coming with their amazing intellect, trying to have a discussion about what's wrong in this country by blaming white dolls and trying to link those white dolls to white people. It's also absolutely amazing that there's no consequences. So when this happens at a ShopRite, a Checkers, a Vodacom shop, you never see any arrests. What you always just see is these things being posted on social media and act as evidence, but there's never any consequences. And I suppose this is why it's currently such a hot trend, you know, to do these outrageous type of things, because there's never consequences. And that's currently the South Africa that we live in. And that's basically all I've got to say. If you enjoy my content, then please consider supporting me on Patreon. The link is in the description below. Also, please be sure to drop a comment and let me know what you think about BLF and this idiot, as well as the current trend in South Africa where you can destroy things and there's absolutely no consequences. Also, please be sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes, and that will represent that this guy and BLF are absolute idiots. Also, please be sure to subscribe, and if you are subscribed, hit that bell icon so that you can be notified of my future uploads. Lastly, please be sure to share this video with your friends and family, because that's literally the only way my message gets out there. Till later, cheers and peace out.